Welcome back, NFL fans. We have our week 9 predictions. Yes, I'm doing this a day after the Thursday night games. I went with the Jets over on Twitter. You can see that, so you know I'm not lying. Explanation: the Texans are just battered and beat up. No wide receiver one, no wide receiver two. Tank Dell can barely catch passes. Dalton Schultz, been non existent. Thank God for Joe Mixon, or that team would look a lot worse than it actually is. CJ Stroud, kind of struggling without his number one and number two receivers. So, went with the Jets. That game's over. Good game, by the way. Jets really, really needed that win. Starting with the Dallas Cowboys and I almost said the Miami Falcons. That would be kind of a dope team, the Miami Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons. The Cowboys are down bad. They're hurt. They're beat up. The Falcons, looking to win the division, have been beating up on good teams, have been kind of struggling beating up on good teams. They're kind of like a middle ground team. They're finding their identity. I think they finally found it. Kyle Pitts has finally arrived. Can we get a round of applause in the comments for Kyle Pitts finally arriving? Jesus, that took forever. Granted, he had the Riddler as his quarterback forever, but I think the Falcons are winning this game. I might be a Cowboys hater. I think they have the better team offensively. I think they have the better team defensively. And Dak Prescott is just not playing great football right now. Next, we have the Patriots and the Titans. Dear God, the battle of the end of the NFL. This might be the hardest game to predict. I really don't even know who to go with on this one. Probably the Titans. Titans have the number one ranked defense in the league. They're balling out on that side of the ball, at least. Unless they're playing the Lions, then they're getting absolutely torched. Yeah, I'm going with the Titans on this one. Next, we have the Raiders taking on the Bengals. This could be a trap game. What do we think? Do we think this could be a trap game? Do we think the Raiders could come out here and win this one? The Bengals defense is just so tremendously terrible. It's bad. It's awful. I wonder what the total number of sacks on that team is. I'm going to have to look that up. We're going to have to do some research on that. I'm still going with the Bengals on this one. Joseph Burrow Wayne the third is a dog. He'll throw 5 touchdowns this game. We have the Broncos taking on the Ravens. Oh, God. I'm going with the Ravens, and I'm begging you, please don't be a trap game. Please. I cannot handle the Broncos winning this game. Mentally, what I'm going to have to go through if the Broncos win this game is going to be terrible. The Broncos offense still a little lackluster. The defense absolutely balling. Ravens took a massive loss to the Browns last week. Division games are weird, right? Anyone in the division can beat anyone in the division. It doesn't matter how bad the Browns are, how good the Ravens are. It can just happen. Division games are just different. Give me the Ravens. Next, we have the Chargers. Can I scroll this down a little bit? Next, we have the Chargers and the Browns. I got the Chargers winning this game. They're going to go out there absolutely torch with the run game. Ladd McConkey has arrived. He is one of the best receivers on the team until my boy Quentin Johnston comes back. He has to be because I have him in fantasy. I traded for him. I thought he was going to have a good year this year. It's been okay. He got hurt. It's good. It's bad. It's ugly. It's whatever. I need Johnston to come back and start hooping, but I got some Ladd McConkey stock in some of my other leagues, so we're doing good over there. Justin Herbert, absolute dog, getting these, I don't want to say no-name receivers. That sounds bad. Getting these lower-tier receivers, these new receivers, these rookie receivers the ball. The run game's doing great. The defense is doing good. I think they're absolutely going to go out there and beat the Browns. But you can never count out famous Jameis Winston. Boy, when he went out there last week in that game-winning drive, oh, brother, you love to see it. You love to see quarterbacks get a second wind in the league. You think they're done. You think they're washed up. He was on the Saints for what, a year, 2 years as the backup, goes over to the Browns, back up again, finally gets in there and absolutely beats one of the top 5 teams in the league. You love to see it. After that, we have the Saints and the Panthers. Just when we thought the Patriots and the Titans was a disgusting matchup, we get the Saints and the Panthers. We have what's his name? What's their quarterbacks? Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler looking to get his first dub, hopefully against the Panthers. Panthers been ton of hooping, though. They're getting their wide receiver core together. They just traded Deontay Johnson. I think that's a massive, smart move for them. Young is back in at quarterback. You got Lingette absolutely balling out right now for what he's working with. The run game's there. Teams are calling for Chuba Hubbard, so you know he's producing a little bit. I mean, this team is, I can't say it's coming together because it's not. There's a lot of bits and pieces you just got to figure out and build around. The Saints, they're just damaged. They're hurt. They're getting Olave back. I think, did they have Olave back last week? They might be. Whenever they got Olave back, he's finally back. Shaheed out for the year. Just a sad season for the Saints. The way they started off, you're like, whoa, is this the Saints we were supposed to get last year that we thought we were getting? And then it sank like the Titanic. It went down. It was bad. It was a bad collapse. Saints are not looking good. Who am I going with on this one? Give me the Panthers. Am I going to go 2-0 on Panthers predictions this year? Give me the Panthers with a dub. We have the Dolphins and the Bills. The Dolphins looked so much better with Tua Tagovailoa back last week. We can all agree on that. Looked so much better. Receivers were getting looks at the ball. The run game was getting going. Tua got out of the pocket, made my heart sink into my stomach because I was scared of seeing him get hit. The Bills are rolling on all cylinders. Went and got Amari Cooper. That's opening up the pass game more, which is opening up the run game more for the running backs and the quarterback. The defense is playing for Josh Allen. They're out there absolutely hooping. Not the best defense on paper, right? Not a lot of great guys on paper, but the way they're playing for each other is looking great. They're getting it done and they're winning games. Give me the Miami Dolphins. I'm rolling with the Miami Dolphins. Give me the Miami Dolphins. Next, we have the Commanders and the Giants. Oh, and revenge game for Tua, by the way. This is the game where he got hurt earlier in the season. So there we go. We have the Commanders and the Giants. One of those division rivalries I'm talking about, that the Giants could get an upset against the Commanders. Jaden Daniels is unstoppable. You think you have him beat, and he just throws a Hail Mary downfield and wins the game. It's absolutely insane. I thought last game was really going to be what's going to determine Rookie of the Year. And Jaden Daniels at the very end just played better than Caleb Williams. That's just how it is. That's how it goes. We'll see how it goes the rest of the year. Great run game on the Commanders. Great passing game. Not even like the defense is bottom ranked, right? Bottom ranked, but I swear they play better than that. They play better than that. They look better than that. Or the offense just takes every opportunity it can to score, and they get it done. I'm rocking with, oh, by the way, Tyrone Tracy on the Giants, not to be messed with. Absolute dog. Giants, another one of those teams, they're really bad, but piece here, piece here, piece here, quarterback, they could be a higher level team. And Daniel Jones isn't playing terrible, right? You just can't throw touchdowns at home. Like, that's not terrible, right? Give me the Commanders. Next, we have the Jags taking on the Eagles. I think we can all agree on this one. The Eagles are going to win this game. Jalen Hurts coming off a 4 or 5 touchdown game, 4 of them rushing, 3 of them rushing, 1 passing. I know it was 1 passing because I had him on the way for 2 passing touchdowns, and it just didn't happen. The Jaguars, you got a coach coaching for his career. You got a quarterback trying to not look terrible. A good run game. ETN and Bigsby. Now, I don't know if they'll both be back this week. Who's healthy, who's not. They got a lot of injuries on the team. Christian Kirk out the rest of the year. Brian Thomas banged up. I'm going the Eagles on this one. The Jags are just way too banged up. Next, we have the Bears and the Cardinals. This is going to be another great matchup for Caleb Williams. You got Caleb against Kyler, a premier premium quarterback matchup. You love to see it. The Cardinals are just falling short lately. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. My bad. I'm tripping. They are trying to fall short lately. They've won the last 2 weeks by field goals. They're getting it done. That's all you can hope for. That's how the Chiefs are winning games. They're playing from start to absolute finish, and they're getting the wins. I think the Bears defense is absolutely stacked. I think they're coming out for revenge this week. Give me the Chicago Bears. Sunday night? No, another 3 o'clock game. Rams versus Seahawks. The Rams are on a absolute tear. There were rumors, which were crazy rumors to me. They could trade Cooper Kupp, and it just didn't make sense to me. They were what, 2-4, but they were always just they're right there. The division isn't looking great. They win that game last week. They're 3-4. They're back in the race. They win this week. They could be at the top of the division. I'm not sure off the top of my head how many wins the 49ers have, but it's looking like they could be at the top of the division soon. Just got Cooper Kupp back. Puka Nacua tweaked his knee this week. They said it's not bad. We'll see how that goes. The run game is there. The defense is great. But when you have a guy like Matthew Stafford, the defense doesn't have to be great, because every time he gets that rock, he's going to go out there and he's going to make something of it. Give me, and this hurts my Seattle Seahawks. We're not playing great right now. Defense is looking tired. Offense is bad, banged up without DK Metcalf. The run game sometimes can't get going. We're just not a consistent enough team. And I feel like the Rams, on offense at least, are a consistent enough team to win this game. Give me the LA Rams. Ooh, Sunday fun day. Sunday, Lions, Packers. Is Jordan Love going to play? See, I keep having to do this for the Lions. They keep getting lucky. They keep getting banged up matchups. I don't know what to say. I want to rock with the Packers. If Jordan Love plays, this is how we're going to do this. If Jordan Love plays, I'm rocking with the Packers. If Jordan Love doesn't play, I'm rocking with the Lions. I think I think the Packers have what it takes to beat the Lions. I think they can slow down the run game. I think they can absolutely stop the pass. I think they can get to Jared Goff. And if they have a compatible quarterback that's actually healthy, then I think Jordan Love can go out there and win this game. Give me the Green Bay Packers. Sunday night, we have Colts taking on the Vikings. Joe Flacco back at the helm after, we had Anthony Richardson tapping out mid-game. Why'd you do that, Rich? Oh, I was tired. You are making millions of dollars in the NFL. I just don't know what to say. We're tired. Get on the bench. Joe Flacco's going to come show you. 40-year-old Joe Flacco's not going to get tired, okay? How old's Joe Flacco? He might not be 40 yet. He's older, though. He's older. So Joe Flacco going to go out there, take the reins of the Colts. I think they just look like a better team with Joe out there. They have more options. He'll open. It's kind of like Russell Wilson on the Steelers. He can't run as good, but he can pass elite level passing way better. Opens up the run game, opens up more plays. Let your defense get rest. I mean, Now, do I think the Colts are going to win this game? Absolutely not. I think the Vikings have to win this game. They've dropped their last two, and the last one was abysmal, an abysmal missed face mask. Not saying they were going to go down there and win the game, but I think the Vikings come out here and absolutely beat the Colts. And our Monday night matchup, a game that would have been absolutely ridiculous without the banged up wide receiver core. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, this game would be interesting if Mike Evans and Chris Godwin were playing. I think Baker can kind of still make it interesting without those guys playing. Get the run game going, get the passes going. Baker Mayfield knows how to slang that thing. He's going to put points up. The Chiefs haven't scored over 28 points this year. That's why I think it would have been interesting with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, because Baker going to go out there and he's going to try to score more than 28 points. But with those guys out, the Bucks banged up and bruised, I'm going with the inevitable Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I know the stats aren't showing it. I still think Patrick Mahomes is playing at the best level in the league. He's going out there making plays when he needs to, making reads when he needs to. The defense absolutely saving the team. You got to look at what Patrick Mahomes is doing it with, right? Any other quarterback in the league starts rocking with the wide receiver core he has, they're going to fail. But the addition of D-Hop is about to be interesting. I think this week he's going to come full circle. I think we're going to see him absolutely start eating in the offense. Kareem Hunt's cooking. The offense is running the way it needs to run. It's going out there and it's getting wins, and the defense is stopping offenses. You love to see it. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs. That is our week 9 NFL predictions. Let me know who your team is playing this week. Let me know if you think your team is going to win or lose down in the comments. Don't forget, like and follow.